Hello everyone, this is MAB Investigates. This is my first video. Um, I got into true crime with the Gabby Petito and the case up in Truckee. I still think the case up in Truckee is suspicious, but that's neither here nor there. A little bit about my background. I was born in Indiana, Anderson, Indiana. Kind of ran wild as a kid. I had gravel pits and lakes and rivers and so on. Probably never wore shoes in the summertime. My parents got divorced when I was 12, and then my dad got headhunted by Varian Associates here in Palo Alto, California. And he moved out here with his wife, which was my stepmother, and her two kids, and my brother, who recently passed away in a motorcycle accident. Anyway, I ended up coming out here for a vacation when I was 15, right before freshman year of high school. And I just never went back. So I lived in Cupertino, California for years. And I did mechanics at De Anza College. I won the troubleshooting contest there. And then I did all kinds of different work. I did metal work, heavy equipment, underground, collection agency, low hot boat sales, washing boats, painting. I was a painter, and then I started painting my cars. I bought the cars for $75 and painted them, resold them. So I was a pretty industrious young man. I learned how to make money and how to handle it. And I ended up in Boulder Creek, California with my ex-wife. And then we had our daughter, Laura Lynn, in 1994. And I was into a little bit of shady stuff back then. But when I had my daughter, I cleaned my act up. But my wife couldn't clean her act up. So, yeah, that's a different story. But I got into true crime from Dolly Vision, Jimmy Jam, TV, Jimmy Williams. I consider him a friend. They took me in after I had a surgery on September 7th. They cut my upper and lower jaws, and they pulled my whole face out about 10 millimeters, and then they plated it with metal. And I thought that it was going to be 6 weeks, and I would be good, but apparently the healing time is 1 year. So I still can't feel my chin. My teeth don't really feel like they're mine. All these nerves have been stretched so far that I was completely numb, and I could not feel anything, which was good because there was no pain. Well, there was a lot of pain in the beginning, but I'll show you a picture of that if I can figure out how to edit this. This is my first video, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So Dolly Vision got me into this, and they helped me. His family over there, his chat, the people there, they wrapped their arms around me, and they helped me make it through this because I was only sleeping an hour or two at a time. And so I was on YouTube all the time. And yeah, I love those people. They really helped me out. Dolly Vision, Bullhorn Betty, and their people. And so I recently was voted on the Turtle Island, believe it or not. I beat out Mr. Ballin, who has millions of subscribers, and I beat out Dolly. So I have to make videos because I'm a true crime channel. Otherwise, it's going to kick my ass off the island. Anyway, I got in the background here, I got Jeff Corina, a friend of mine who has painted Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, um, First Nations elder, Robert Johnson, who made a deal with the devil, and my friend Willie. I met Willie at the Saratoga Mountain Winery back in the day, and he pulled out some brown wheat, and I pulled out some keef, and I mixed them together. And he wasn't used to the strength of that, and he was so stoned that he couldn't get out of the bus, couldn't stand up out of the bus. Concert was delayed, and I had to kind of physically help him walk down the center aisle of the venue and help him to the stage where he recovered and was able to start playing. I met his sister Bobby and sat backstage. So that was cool. And I also want to shout out to Ricky Beavers. He's a friend of mine now. It's country music. Ricky Beavers. I think you can look him up. Make America Great Again. There's songs, Daddy's Back Pocket. He's a good singer and a good man. So check him out. So the healing process of this has stopped me from having intellectual property business consultancy, and I was the vice president of intellectual property for a company before my surgery. And they had not paid me for like 2 years. And I was still doing their work because I was hoping they would end up selling the portfolio and be able to pay me what they owed me. I think it was a month or two after the surgery, they called and started banging on me for information. And of course, I was trying to recover from surgery, not sleeping. And I was trying to give them the information. They wouldn't. They just kept banging on me and banging on me and banging me. I finally told them to go pound sand and made them sign an agreement that if they ever sold that intellectual property, they had to pay me money. So that's that. But I haven't been able to work. It's the first day I am attempting to work. My wife is not happy. So I got to get to work. I got to get my taxes done. I got to get my disability figured out and all that stuff. Um, I was listening to a case this morning of two people in Florida who starved a baby to death. And when the baby was born, it weighed 6 pounds. 2 years later, it had gained 1 ounce. Okay? That is cruel and unusual punishment. To let a baby starve to death right in front of your eyes when the man weighed 240 pounds and the woman weighed 140 pounds. And there had to be food left over when they ate their dinner and stuff. They starved that baby on purpose. I mean, I don't know what was going on with the drugs or whatever. I'll try to insert a clip of that if I can figure it out. But this is my first video, ladies and gentlemen. A shout out to Papercut Tina. Shout out to Wild Angel. Shout out to Beachy. Shout out to Mel over the pond in England. Hello, darling. And a shout out to everybody. Miss Ann Horn. A shout out to you, honey. The next video will be better. And this is the first one. And I don't have a studio yet. I don't have the equipment yet.